Okay, I know this is soon, but it feels like I am obligated to make a response video to my response video because apparently I am being completely flooded on this. I am just being completely freaking flooded with random people. Like, at first it was intelligent conversations, and then it just got completely fucked up. And it's just, wow. Okay, first of all, guys, when I say I am pissed about them lying about them caring about the Xbox One owners, I am saying that in Japan. I know there aren't very much Xbox owners in Japan, but there are still some Xbox owners in Japan. You can't completely ignore that fact. It is a fact. And so that's that point out of the way. The second point out of the way is that, oh, but if you look at the sales figures, you could see why Bungie wouldn't want to sell their game in Japan because it wouldn't make a profit. Well, that's fucking bullshit because they're doing it for the PS4, so why not for the Xbox One or Xbox 360? And also, why not for the Xbox 360? It already has some consoles in Japan, so literally, why not? And then there's that other point where they're like, oh, it's not Bungie's fault, it's Activision's fault. Well, then why the fuck did Bungie sign a contract like that? Where they just say, yeah, but yeah, Activision, you do whatever we like. We'll do whatever you want. We'll bend over for you. No, that's what got them in trouble with fucking Microsoft in the first place. And that's another point that I saw on here, where they were saying, oh, but what about Microsoft? And that's like we should care about like Microsoft. It's like, no, don't bring it on Microsoft. I'm not fucking talking about Microsoft. And then they keep on going on about like Western games as a failure in Japan. And then why the fuck are they bringing in Destiny for the PS4 still? I do not understand that point. And for them saying that the PS4 is selling better than the Xbox 360, so that's what. Well, the fucking Wii U is selling more. So why it's like that's not really an argument to be made, because one, there's already a 360 base in Japan, no matter how small it is, it's still there. You can't claim that it doesn't exist. It does exist. And for the Xbox One, they are making games for it. Microsoft is pushing some marketing. We don't know how much it will sell. I kind of hope it will sell at least okay. I don't really have high hopes, just like everybody else, but who knows? Japan is like a wild card. Because they are making some good games, like good Japanese companies. They're making Chaos Child. They're making like good anime style games that Japan people love. And it's like, that's what I don't understand. Like, people are saying that, oh, it's because it's a Western style game, so it wouldn't sell. Well, or it's a Western style company, so they don't sell. That's not really an argument to be held because the console isn't sold yet. And also, for those of you who are saying, oh, the Xbox One isn't even sold yet, so why should they making a game that hasn't even sold out yet? Are you guys fucking idiots? Look at the fucking E3, like last year. Like, when they release a new console, what are they supposed to do? Not develop games for it? No! You're supposed to be developing games, like, in the process of making the console. And, like, that's what they should be doing with the Xbox One, which is what they are doing with the PS4 and Xbox One. But they're not pushing it on Xbox One because they did sign an Activision deal and with Sony. I understand those exclusives. For the last time, fucking people stop saying that this is another form about the exclusives. I don't give a shit about the timed exclusives. I really don't anymore, because we are going to get them eventually, maybe. And in all honesty, I don't give a shit. It's just the fact that they said that they care about their Xbox fans when they clearly they don't, when they're not fucking making it for the like Japanese people. No matter how small of a community they are, there is still people who would buy it, and yet they are saying fuck you to them. Now, for those of you saying about translation issues, what the fuck are you smoking? They translated it on the PS4 version. So I really don't understand any of these arguments. There are a few good people in here that have commented, but most of them are seriously trolls, and it's like they're not the obvious trolls, because I've been getting some replies saying, oh, this isn't a troll comment. You're just calling everybody who disagrees with you trolls. No, I'm not. If you actually go through the comments, I literally try to reply to almost everyone I can. Even if they are trolls, I try to reply to. It's because I want to make my point. And my point is simple. They said that they care about Xbox One fans also, and they are listening. They think about them every day, but apparently not in Japan. It's like Japan doesn't exist. It's like, shoot, go away. But Microsoft, on the other hand, is actually trying to get their foot into Japan. They actually are trying, unlike the 360, where they kind of just pushed it out there with no games for it. But this, they are trying to push for games on it. They're doing nice, they're doing nice bundles, like the Titanfall and that one game with the Kinect that nobody cares about. But it's Titanfall, robots fighting each other. That's kind of Japan. Robots fighting. So for those of you saying the Xbox, people are thinking Xbox One is gonna flop. Well, who knows? We might be surprised. But I don't know, guys. Just calm your tits. Stop calling me a fucking fanboy, because I'm not. I will make some rant videos against Microsoft if you want me to. I got plenty to discuss about that shit. And also, if you're making fun of my accent, what the fuck? I don't see you posting any videos about you talking or anything. It's like America is full of different nationalities and peoples and different accents and shit. You are really resorting to that for your arguments, rather than actually trying to argue the fact that Bungie said that they care and then they obviously don't care. I mean, how could he argue against that? Laters.